Hello, I'm finally here. I know, like I delayed clicking buttons. Silly kitty. So how's everyone? I'm doing a video. I'm back. I went to the gym, a gym. I did a trial, like a guest payment thing into one of them just to kind of get a feel of do a little gentle, see if I like it, see if I hate it. Stuff to think about. So, like I just got home about like 10 minutes ago kind of thing. And of course I got caught in the rain, pouring rain. My head is soaked, my hair, everything. So yeah, shower very shortly after this video. So tonight's video is going to be a short one. Trying to figure out life and that. I've got so many projects on the go, ideas, things I want to do. And I'm just literally all over the map. Doodles want to play. Hi kids, we'll cuddle soon, okay? Anyway, so tonight is figuring out the next variation of. I mean, this is the original one. This is mine, but the next variation of these cards. Hi, buddy. I like both, but I'm liking this style a little better. So next is coming up with four more, but not right now. Really, it's come up with the next one for colors. So let's see what I have out for paper. So I've got like a few options here. So we have here, now it has to be more than a 6x6 piece of designer series paper, go figure. So we have this, which is, I kind of like that, just to kind of change it up a little. I like it, but I don't. That won't do. That's the red I used already. There's that. Okay, I like this. Alright, I want to use that one. And I'll probably use the same pieces already cut to kind of go with that, just to change it up. Okay, I like that. So we're going to do that. Alrighty, so we have a plan. So there we go, mission accomplished. It was a simple mission for tonight. It's just come up with what's the next variation. Alrighty, so, and Elaine, thank you for the birdies. They're super wonderful. So next up is really a couple of things. Let's at least get some papers cut, and then I am going to try to call it a night because, yeah, life, stuff's going on, lots going on. Trying to find a happy balance with everything, which is impossible. I know. But it's nice to want to try. It's nice to want to see if I can come up with a happy balance. So I got to die cut that circle. I got to cut this. So let's get going. So this is a 10x7. Yep, making sure I got my numbers right. So 10 by 7. So I'm considering doing the nighttime videos. Hopefully, there's going to be some nights I'll go longer, but I think some nights we're going to go a little shorter. I think little micro bits would be a good idea. There we go. So that is 6 3/4 by 4 3/4. And then I need a white. I don't remember what size that die is, but I'll just use this as a guide. This was, oh, I did like 3.5. Okay, well that way I know what the heck I did. There we go. So I've got those cut. Now I got die cut the circle. Yes, my watch is dying. My watch is like, you did a lot today. I'm like, I don't know. That's the whole idea. Alright, so the circle is inside the dies that I'm using from something here. Oh, I think it was the Sunshine Vibes. Yep, there we go. There's my circle die. Because the other piece is already done. So die cut in time. So let's run this through. Right, we've got our circle. And then because I'm kind of doing the same layout over and over, I have my plan. Now I got a bit of an idea of my vision. There we go. So that is completed. That step anyway. Oh, I didn't fully cut, but that's okay. Scissors are handy. Just to help nudge that along. There we go. Okay. So we can put the plates away. We gotta stamp the phrase. I still have the pieces from last time. I think I'll just use those again. So the stamp I used, good question, was from this retired one. Joy and Cheer. Grab a block. Get my watering. I'm also going to put the dye away too. There we go. Alrighty, so then let's get the waterworks going. I've been wet for hours, but it's all good. It's been quite a night for wet, wet, and wet. Just checking how the bucket's doing. Alrighty, bring that back over. Dry my hand. I'm going to use red again. So really I'm just masking the pieces that I don't want to do yet. So there's Joy. And we got mask and there we go. And then we gotta do Cheer. And there we go. Still a little lopsided, but I'll get the hang of it. And then next step is assembly, which I'll do a little bit tonight. We'll see how far we get. So let's get organized here. Here's the card base. Let's fold it in half. Alrighty. So then this is going to go on with dimensionals. We'll do that now to kind of already get some of the steps done. Alrighty, and then the last little bit here. peel off all the white caps. Alrighty, so let's get this glued on. There we go. And then we can kind of start assembling this guy a little bit. Oh yeah, we gotta do the birdie too, but we're not gonna do it all tonight. It's nice to have these already pre-cut, you know. Alright, glue dots, I have some here. Of course, as they're sticking to my table, but that's okay. So there's one. Checking the time, because I know I seem to be wanting to do something else. Yeah, I just want to have a good shower. Get this rain off of me. Okay, 1, 2. Three. Four. Alright, so there's a good start. So let's bring the red over. So there's one. 2. I'm out of glue dots on those, but that's all good. I have more somewhere here. They're eluding me at the moment. Oh, I see them now. Here they come. So the official Stampin' Up! Glue dots. If I can get the box open. Alright, so here we go. Oh yeah, I like these glue dots. Just not used to them. So, because they're on the strip, it's a little different to work with. I haven't done these ones officially yet. They're definitely different than the Paper Pumpkin glue dots. Hey Elaine, it's good to see you. So usually I just take the piece of paper and just stick it down on the thing. But because I'm doing really intricate little things, it's a little harder to work with. Hello. But yeah. Okay, the Paper Pumpkin glue dots are a little easier to work with this project. Oh well, we live and learn. Okay, there we go. Another piece on. So I just like really press my finger into it and try to lift up everything at once. And yes, I'm making Christmas cards. I know, Christmas cards. Well, I got a bit of a head start a little bit this season for my mother. I will show in a short what I've got going on, because I do want to wrap this up because I got stuff to do tonight. My night's not over yet. So here's the starting part of the wreath. Now I'm going to flip back to the green. Might as well get the wreath done. And then after this step is our little birdie, but that is not tonight. That is another night. And then, so I'm pretty much going around a couple of times. Twice with each of the two colors for this wreath. Is really the strategy. Okay, 1, 2, the third of the green. Of course, they keep sticking to me. So last green piece, then we'll do 4 of the red. Then we will call it a night. Alright, so then 4 pieces of the red. So that's 1. 2. 3. 3. And then lastly is the 4th, really the 8th red, but that's okay. And these die cuts are from the Sunshine Vibes Leafy dies, which painstakingly so 16 pieces of this die can become a wreath. I might have designed something a little too complicated this season, but it's okay. It's fun though. And there we go. There's our wreath. Okay, so this is good for now. Our official Stampin' Up! Glue dots. Alrighty. So then we can attach the wreath onto the card. And that will go on with dimensionals. And I put a whole whack of dimensionals on this one, because it needs it. Alright, check my orientation. Make sure my card is correct. Flip this over. Stick it on. Super cute, eh? And then the next step, which is not tonight, is take one of these birds. Elaine, you might recognize one of these birds. I already heat embossed them in black. And this is going to go on like here. That way I can show you the other one I've made. So essentially like that. I think this one looks better than that card. But yeah, so that's the going plan on making for all these. Anyways, thanks for watching. But yeah, the little birdie will be tomorrow night or so. Not tonight. Time to kind of get going for the night. But yeah. So thanks for watching, everyone. Hope you liked the card. Essentially, I've been using various Christmas paper, the stamps from Triangle, the dies from Sunshine Vibes, the Wintry Treetops stamp and dies, And I'm probably forgetting something else. So it's a bit of a good combination. All right, bye everyone. See ya.